All right, welcome back to another episode of the Recruit Pursuit podcast. Today I am joined by Tayveon Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay, of Mariner High School. Not joined by Evan, but he'll be back in town tomorrow, so he'll be on the later interviews later this week. How are you doing?
good. How are you?
Good, good. So let's. I know you're. It was a tough WESCO foray for you in general every year, but let's go back to the beginning before the football season. Um, what did you do the summer before, to improve your game, for last season?
So over the summer, I had started training with FSP. More so Dion Jones. He's a really good trainer, and I was like my hips were really tight, and that's what made me really slow. And he made my hips really more loose, and that got me more elusive, way more faster. Got my hands better, got me more aggressive on the field. So I was able to play both sides of the ball, and I began to hit the weight room more, and I began to run more, and I also got into basketball a little bit more, so I could stay in shape. So it got me really better and made me look really good this year on the field.
How do you think you performed, from your own standpoint first? We'll go from that.
I feel like I could have performed better because I did have a couple of games where it looked like I was kind of out of it and I didn't play like me. But I feel like overall, I performed pretty good.
How do you feel the defense was as a whole?
Our defense was pretty good. I just felt like some of us played as individuals, uh, rather so as a team, because we had people like focusing on how many tackles they had or what they wanted to do, what they were going to do. You feel me? So it was kind of hard on that standpoint. But I feel like as a defense that we could have been way better.
That makes sense. Is that something you guys are working on improving for next year? Becoming more of a team.
Yeah, yeah.
What are some things that you guys are gonna do to do that?
Oh, we have gotten new coaches. I'm sure you've heard our head coach retired. So that new head coach brought in a lot of coaches, and I've been working with the new defensive coordinator. His name's Coach Curry. We've been working really closely together on how we can be better because, 4-5 isn't like a good look for us. I mean, we want to win a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
So come together as a team, and we said, we're going to do this next year for defense. Like we're going to switch up our defense. We're not going to run the same defense we did last year. So, shoot. I think that we're gonna come out nice next year.
How do you think the team will be next year? Both sides of the ball, I guess, too. I know it's a tough Wesco 4A2 for you guys. So
Offensively, we're gonna look pretty good. I mean, we have Cartez Williams. He's coming back from his knee injury and he's looking really good. We also have Damian Bagley, our quarterback. He doesn't really play quarterback. He's more of a running back. But Mackie James, the receiver. I think I'm going to be playing both sides of the ball. I think I'm going to be playing tight end and fullback. So, and our line's looking really well. So I think offensively we're good. Defensively, I think it could be better, but I think that we're going to be able to get in the swing of things coming here in the summer when we start going to our camps and stuff like that.
what are some teams in the Wesco 4A, or maybe specifically players that you enjoy going up against?
I enjoy, before Cole Pruitt just graduated this year, I enjoyed playing against him because he was a really good opponent to play against. Jaden Lamar, he's also really good running back. Bounce the ball to the outside, and once he gets up that sideline, like he's gone. He's really good player. I also liked his name. His name's Blake. He's the sophomore. Monroe, he was a pretty good quarterback. He can throw. I feel like he's one of the best sophomore quarterbacks I've seen in a while. So those are really good players to play against.
Are there any certain quarterbacks that are harder to game plan for you, or maybe teams, I guess, because it might be hard for quarterbacks, but teams in general that you think are maybe a little more difficult than others?
Well, I actually got to think about that. I feel like it's like more of so like Lake Stevens or Monroe, because we played Monroe this year. We didn't have enough time to game plan because we were supposed to play Meadowdale. And so they run a completely different offense. But it was really hard scheming against those two teams, especially Lake Stevens, because we didn't know what we were going to do. We couldn't stop the jet sweep. They passed the ball a lot because they had Drew Carter, their receiver that just committed to Eastern. So it was really hard playing against those two opponents. But I feel like it was more so hard because we didn't have enough time to prepare.
Mhm. What are some things that you're specifically trying to improve on, for next year, this summer?
Trying to improve on my pass rushing and my footwork. My footwork's good, but I feel like it could be better. And I feel like when I pass rush, I kind of just like I don't I don't get back there fast enough because I feel like I would have had more sacks if I would have got back there fast enough.
So working on just jumping off the line faster.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some things you're gonna do to improve that? With I assume at FSP still, yeah.
Nah, I'm here at ETA.
Oh, ETA. Okay, nice, nice. I see that. Okay.
Playing at ETA, we're training every single day. They have a really good program over there. I enjoy playing for them a lot. They're helping me with my footwork. I also play on their sevens team, so we do a lot of footwork. We do weight room. We do a lot of handball coordination. I'm starting to learn how to play tight end. I'm starting to learn how to run good routes. So yeah, I mean it's really fun over there.
Is that something that you're focusing on more? Is playing both sides of the ball?
Yeah, I feel like I could help the team more if I played both sides.
Was that something that coach came up to you and decided, or is that something that you wanted to really work on, or is it maybe both?
Kind of both. We're talking about how they wanted me to play both sides like I can. So I kind of just want. I'll do whatever it takes to help the team out.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Yeah, I like that. That's awesome that you're doing both. I saw you're getting invited to a ton of camps and things like that. What are some ones you're going to this summer or something like that? Are there any?
I'm gonna I'm gonna try to make it out to Central. I still have to talk it over with my parents, but I'm gonna try to go to Montana, um, Rocky Mountain, and Montana Tech. I'm gonna try to make it out to all of those, and then the summer I'm gonna try to make it out to as much camps as I can.
And you play sevens like every weekend? Do you guys have games, or how often you guys play those?
So we had a tournament in Idaho, but I wasn't able to make it because I was in the state tournament for basketball.
Yeah.
So I that one, and then this just yesterday we had a practice, but we had like an inter squad scrimmage, and so it was pretty fun.
What are some of your teammates on that team? I mean, are they all from other schools around as well?
They're all from other schools. A couple of my teammates that I can name right now. I don't know their last names, but I know like Memphis, Blake, like I was talking about, and the two twins, Jackson and Jesse, really good teammates, and I really enjoy it. Like ETA makes me feel like they're my second family. Like it's a really good program. I love enjoy playing for them.
What's it like playing, with some opponents during the summer, and then the fall comes around and you're going against them? What is that mindset like for you?
I mean, I love playing against my friends. I love playing against my brothers. Like it's like you feel me. I love playing against them, so it's really fun. But when we get on the field, we're not friends. So it's just you feel me. It's the love for the game that makes me have fun when I play against my friends.
But you feel like playing with them and or against them pushes you harder to improve your game and things like that. Okay. Yeah, I love that. Um, so I know you mentioned basketball and playing on the team. What was that like for you this year and going to state tournament and things like that?
Well, I didn't get moved up to varsity till halfway through the season because I'm not that. I feel like I'm not that great at basketball, but I can improve on that. But I mean, it was a really good experience. I didn't get to play, but it was a really good experience getting closer with my team, getting closer, and it was just a really good experience because like there's a lot of fans in there, so I got to feel what it's like to have that atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was assuming. I figured it was crazy there. I mean, I didn't get a chance to go, but I watched some of the games and it seemed like a lot of fun. Um, what do you think is beneficial to you playing basketball? I know just staying in shape, but what are some other things that, maybe will translate onto the field?
Turning my hips, flipping to different sides really quick, my footwork, my shuffling, uh, getting my ankles better because I have a really bad left ankle, and I feel like that will strengthen my ankle because I can play through it, and I feel like it just strengthens more of my footwork and my handball coordination.
That's great. Yeah, I agree. I think it's It's great that you play both. You don't play a spring sport, right? Just do some training and 7-on-7s.
AAU as well.
Oh, and AAU basketball. Okay, who do you play AAU with?
So right now I'm playing with our Mariners spring team. I used to play Swarm. Well, it's Washington Swarm,
Mhm.
but I decided this year that I just wanted to play with my the school spring team because it was a lot less money, and I just felt like I could get closer with my teammates as well. I played with the spring team.
Yeah, that's awesome. How many guys on the basketball team play football as well?
It's only two of them, Zay Quaylar and Mackie James.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you're doing football and basketball during the spring at the same time. How is it juggling both? How often do you practice, I guess, for each week for both?
Mondays I have football and weight room. And Tuesday basketball and I have conditioning. Then Wednesday I have football and weight room, and then Thursday I have I have conditioning and football, and then Fridays I have weights and basketball. So I mean, yesterday and then Saturday I had practice as well, and then
Hmm.
today day off. So
One rest day a week. That's good. How do you balance school and all that as well?
school's fun. I like going to school. I usually have a little time period in the day with my school where I go to study hall and I get some work done. And I get most of my work done in class, so I don't really have that much homework, but I really do enjoy reading sometimes.
That's good. That's great to hear. I love that you're, working hard. Your work ethic seems, amazing. I mean, you're doing stuff 6 to 7 days a week, so that's awesome. And balancing all of it is great. You have any questions for me? I mean, I don't think I have any more for you, but any specific ones or anything like that?
Well, my first question is like, why did you start the recruit?
Um, I think we started it, me and Evan, when I joined Prep Hoops and Prep Red Zone. I just felt like, the kids in Washington need more exposure and more chance to play at the next level, and Evan had the same mindset, so we came up with the idea of, interviewing some kids within the state just so, they can get more of a broader exposure area, I guess. And also it's a great way for you guys to share things about yourself and how your work ethic is, and how you even balance everything, because it's good to for coaches to know that you're able to adapt to the college life as well.
My second question is, if you were given one coaching spot, like what would it be for like either football or basketball?
I think me specifically, I'd probably prefer maybe a basketball, but I would not mind either because I love both more. I just personally played more basketball growing up, so that's probably why I would want that. I feel more like relatable on the court rather than 'cause I didn't get that experience firsthand on the field playing football. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense.
What do you want to do after college? What are your aspirations?
So right now I'm looking into studying like business or like getting in the criminal justice. So I want to be either I'm going to try to be like a lawyer or I'm going to try to like start my own business when I'm older.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are great things to do. You could do both probably, maybe, who knows? um yeah, thanks for joining me today. You have any more questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, yeah, thanks for joining me today, and we'll have to talk again during the season and catch up and everything like that. Thanks for joining me, and I really appreciate it.
Thank